Thanks. We good? Okay. Try not to sneeze right now.
You got pretty emotional after that.
Man,
What were you thinking? What was the emotion for?
like, man, God is real. I mean, I I feel like my whole 2 years here kind of flashed before my eyes as soon as that ball went in. That's like I'm just thinking like, wow, like I mean, all the work my guys put in, me, like, it all just, I don't know. Tonight was the night, and we walk into the timeout. I did it real slick. I just walked by him. I said, "Give me the ball," and that's what he did. So, I mean, they trust me. I trust them, and it happened to go in tonight.
You know the last time you hit a game winner like that?
This summer actually in our scrimmage against Western. Yeah.
But did you ever do it like in high school or anything like that?
Uh, uh, I, no, no. Oh. My best one. It was like a half court heave, but it went to overtime. That's probably my only one in high school.
You had 13 points in the final 12? 12 points in the final 3 minutes and 12 seconds. All of your team's points in the final 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
Wow, I didn't know that.
What got into you in that moment? You're on
I mean,
strong keeper.
I don't know, man. Just like like when I say these guys trust me, I couldn't explain it. Like they trust me with the ball in my hands. My coaches trust me with the ball in my hands, and I mean, if I'm not a forcer. If I see something, I'll take it. But I mean, tonight they gave me the drive, and I just took it. So I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to take what they give you, and I think that 13 points was just me taking what they gave me. So.
I mean, North Dakota just matching you point for point. What did North Dakota do so well tonight? They kind of gave the defense fits tonight.
I mean, I think those dudes do a good job over there. I mean, they have their guys locked in. They come in ready to play, and tonight they hit some big shots in the first half and second half. Like that shot by Eagle Staff in the wing was crazy. I look up, the ball's in the net. So I mean, credit to those guys. They came out and played hard and played really hard and made shots. And I mean, we came out with the win. That's just how the game goes sometimes. So credit to them.
I think South Dakota State is going to beat St. Thomas.
Yeah, they won.
You guys are alone in first place.
Hmm.
What does that mean to you guys, or does that mean anything to you guys at this point?
I think it means a lot to a certain extent. Like, yes, we're sitting in first place, but now that we're actually sole possession, it's just like South Dakota. They're hunting for us every night. We're gonna get their best. So we got to stay locked in, game plan, all the scout, everything we're doing during the week. If we can focus on the little things, then we'll be fine. Just being the number one team, you got to close up those little holes. That's the difference between great teams and good teams, closing up those little holes. So if we can come back to practice tomorrow, locked in, we should be able to get Saturday, and we'll be fine.
He got the water bath. He got the water bath tonight. Well, what a heck of a ball game. I really felt like both teams played well. I didn't think anybody could get separation from anybody tonight. I thought both teams played well. I was a little disappointed in our defensive effort, but, I mean, North Dakota played well. They made shots. They moved the ball. They got the ball to the right people. Our effort was good. But I did tell our guys I thought points in the paint and us winning the rebounding war was going to be the key to the game. I told them at halftime. And we finished the game with more points in the paint, and we won the rebounding war by one. And the most impressive thing, we kept those guys to one offensive board in the second half. But they shot a great percentage. We shot a good percentage, and it came down to guys making shots at the end, making free throws. And luckily, we came on top making that shot at the end of the game. But I thought our guys did a great job. They battled. They stayed in it. And we needed a game like that. We needed an emotional win like that because we hadn't had a nail-biter like that came down to the end. So we need to see what that was like to be able to close the game out when you needed to stop and you needed to score. But I thought our guys hung in there and fought. They did a great job on Markel second half, kind of taking him out. And JJ delivered. I thought Jay Sean Glover gave us some great minutes, and Lance Waters gave us great minutes off the bench tonight.
Josh Street haven't made 2 huge plays.
No doubt.
That are not in the box.
No doubt, no doubt. The offensive rebound tip out, I think he got credit for offensive rebound. Then being able to get in position to take the charge, I mean, that was a key stop because we needed a one stop to win the game, and that was the stop that we needed to win the game. So and he's done it all year for us, guys. Done things defensively that don't get in the stats books, and he's always been a guy to go to the offensive board. But he's an effort guy. He's a tough kid. I love what he did for us tonight, and you need guys like that on your team to make those kind of plays.
Offensively, in the first 2.5 maybe stanzas of the game, felt like the ball was just sticking a little bit and wasn't moving at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of got stuck on one side.
Yeah, and it did, and that caused us some problems early in the game when our percentage went down. And I kind of had a come to Jesus meeting with Markel about get off the ball and let move the ball because he was being really aggressive, which we want him to be. But there's certain times when you got guys in gaps or guys around you that you have to get the ball back to the other side, and hopefully he trusts that he's going to get it back at some point. But it did stick a little bit tonight.
You had some other big shots from other guys, like Tony hit back-to-back
Yeah.
threes. I guess how big was it that other guys kind of stepped up as well tonight?
Well, that's going to be the key, I think, down the stretch here as we go through. Everybody know Markel is our guy, and he's the guy that's going to take most of the shots. And JJ is the second guy, and some nights he become the first guy. But then guys like Tony, guys like Cam, guys like Lance and Jay Sean, those guys have to be able to come in and give us a spark and give us something offensively, especially when those two guys are not on or if they decide to try to take one guy out. So we got some good production from those guys tonight. We got production from Tony. We got production from Lance. And we're going to continue to have that down the stretch.
JJ was pretty emotional
Yeah,
after the game.
yeah.
12 in 3 minutes and 12 seconds is kind of a lot. Just you've been with him now for a couple of years. Why do you think he has that emotion?
I just think he's a strong Christian kid, and we spent a lot of time praying and talking scripture, and he talked about God being good, come down the hallway, and that's his faith. His faith is so strong that God put him in position to be able to make that play because he dribbled the ball off his foot almost and was off balance and had a defender underneath him, and sometimes that happens. It's faith-based, and our program is faith-based, and he's a strong kid, and I think that's where that emotion came from. But I've been with him for a long time, man. I've known his family for so long, and since he's a ninth grader in high school, so he's worked hard, and you see his hard work coming to fruition now. So I'm just happy for him.
How do you keep the team kind of focused, reeled in, if you will? South Dakota State beat St. Thomas tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're alone in first place
Mm-hmm.
for this late in the season for the first time since at least 2019, if not before.
I really think games like this does it. Having a nail biter, a tough game that they know could have went either way, I think that does it for them right there. That pulls them back in because there was possessions where we wasn't locked in defensively. We let guys get to the basket in key possessions, and I think after we clean it up with some film tomorrow and they understand like this game could have went the other way, guys, and you got to protect home court advantage based on where we're located right now. So we'll get it cleaned up, and they had a close call tonight, and luckily we won, and we'll get ready for one on Saturday.
I have one more.
Yeah.
The energy at the start of the game, did you like it? It felt like it was a little.
It was flat. I thought it was just a flat game. I just didn't see the guys excited about. And I thought the locker room vibe was great, but for some reason when that ball went up for the tip, it just seemed like it was dead in the building. I don't know what that is, but you have to create your own energy, and our guys understand that. I thought we was much better in the second half, but the first 7 minutes was was bad. Yeah, and they came out and played. They needed to win. You could tell they had more energy and more enthusiasm than we did. We were lucky to win, guys. I'm telling you. Thank you. Thank you.